Hi, everybody. Happy weekend. Hopefully, everyone's had a great weekend so far. I guess it just started. But we have a great forecast for the Roval 400 this weekend. Of course, the Panthers back at home at Bank of America Stadium, and also great start of leaf peeping season. So we're not really at that peak fall foliage yet, but we're getting close. So let's get right to it. So this morning, I love this graphic, especially those of us with longer hair. Extra hairspray, maybe even needing to tie it back because we do have a light breeze out there this morning. This is because of the cold front that started to move through the area yesterday. It's still just to our south, and so the close proximity of the front means still on the breezy side this morning, but this will settle down as we go throughout the day, and it's more really notable up toward the mountains and foothills this morning. Another reason why we're still seeing some lingering clouds, but for the most part, those will filter out throughout the day too. We have a ton of sunshine in the forecast this weekend for NASCAR, Roval 400, of course, at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Now, we're starting off with some clouds this morning on Saturday, becoming mostly sunny this afternoon. Tomorrow, we're pretty much mostly sunny for the entirety of the day. So both days are great. I do think the wind today early will prevent some warming, but I think we could get close to 70. Overnight lows were actually a little bit warmer than expected. So we have really lesser of a place, right, to start to warm up for this afternoon. But tomorrow, a bit of a shock to the system in the morning. We're going to get very cold for parts of the area. And this is because, of course, the cold front has moved through. It's going to be cooler as high pressure moves in. But what's called radiational cooling will settle in this evening and overnight. Radiational cooling occurs when we start to see lighter winds develop and a clear sky. Cold air is able to settle closer to the ground. So oftentimes it's the second morning after a cold front that we have our coolest morning due to these conditions. It doesn't always happen, right? There's exceptions to every rule, but that's kind of the general trend. So tonight is going to be the night that you are going to notice a big cool down. Overnight lows will fall to the low to mid 40s across the Piedmont. I do think a few upper 30s are possible for the foothills, and then for the mountains, at least frost possible, even a freeze at portions there of slightly higher elevations. So you just got to be prepared for that. Officially, there is a frost advisory in effect for the mountain portions of Caldwell and Burke counties, as well as Avery County, Watauga County, and then Ashe County officially under a freeze warning. Now, looking at the data, I don't think that a widespread freeze is likely, but it is definitely possible that a few spots could hit 32. And when you're talking higher elevations, places like Grandfather Mountain, it's not out of the question that they couldn't dip into the upper 20s. Now, again, they'll be able to be cooler because the breeze will settle down. A lot of those mountain areas this morning did have some breezy conditions as well as that patchy fog. So while we're talking about the mountains, right, let's talk fall foliage. Current leaf color, we're starting to see some low color mix in for portions of especially the foothills. Of course, we know it's been happening in the mountains. Our local mountains even seeing some moderate to even high color start to move in. Not peak yet, but definitely getting close. There's even been some high color reported over toward Mount Mitchell, as well as further to the south and west toward the Waynesville area. So let's look at local kind of elevation here. So Sugar Mountain, Beach Mountain, between about 5,200 and 5,500 feet. Some high coloring mixing in there. Grandfather is definitely at the high color stage, about 6,000 feet. Mount Mitchell the same. And you can kind of see as you go a little bit lower elevation wise, Boone, some low color, Blowing Rock, Banner Elk, low to moderate color, Ginger Cake about the moderate color too. Pretty much anyone north elevation wise of Lenore is seeing some kind of low coloring. And these, of course, are the typical trees that see their peak turn. I'm not talking early trees that turn early. Things like maples, those of course get the vibrant colors a little bit earlier. And I do want to end this before I get to the 7-day forecast, but just showing you one of the awesome viewer photos that we've gotten. Linville Peak at about 5,300. So this is between about Beach and Sugar elevation wise. I mean, it's gorgeous. It's going to be a gorgeous and fabulous weekend here in the Charlotte area. So let's take a look at that 7-day forecast. So this morning we were at about 57. This afternoon hitting close to 70. Again tonight, not just the coldest night that we have seen this season, but likely the coldest since April 27th. That was the last time we hit 41 degrees. If we get even lower, it could be the coldest since mid-April, but definitely the coldest in at least 5 to 6 months. We're a little bit warmer Monday, Tuesday mornings, but still in the mid to upper 40s, 70s in the afternoon, a lot of sunshine. And then a bit of a question mark as we approach the end of next week. Thursday and Friday, trends are continuing to merge toward a cold front, bringing us our next chance of rain. This could be a soaker for portions of the area. I don't think it'll be a rain all day situation, but definitely could be a cloudy skies, off and on rain expected. That'll be again our next cold front Thursday, Friday. Right now, trends are moving toward a late Thursday afternoon, evening, an overnight into Friday event, but we'll continue to monitor those trends. But just know that maybe if you need some rain, if things are looking a little bit crispy on your lawns, we are expecting some rain coming up. And there is the potential for a few isolated strong thunderstorms. So we're going to be monitoring that very closely too. Of course, it's all going to depend on exact timing, intensity, and what the temperatures look like. But at least for now, we are planning for a better chance of rain Thursday, Friday, but it does look to clear out just in time for Saturday, which of course is the next home game for the Charlotte 49ers. But for now, I'll leave you with again a gorgeous weekend ahead. Roval, Panthers game, of course, tomorrow, and any outdoor activities you have should be good to go. Enjoy and have a happy and safe Saturday and Sunday. Bye, everybody. Oh, hope to see you at the Roval 400.